You're watching WRDE Coast TV.
Here's a WRDE Web News Update. Rehoboth Beach police are looking for a man who may be selling bootleg merchandise. Police say this man sold fake merchandise at the Rehoboth Polar Plunge. That was on February 7th. If you have any information on who he is, contact Rehoboth Police. A teenager owes her life to firefighters who risked their lives. They pulled her from an icy creek after the car she was driving slid off the road. Tim Furlong reports.
Creek Road is curvy and dangerous in nice weather. Early this morning, it was slushy and slippery. 18-year-old Emily Ernest remembers the ride to school and the very moment her Honda Accord slid off the road and flipped into the red clay creek. A passerby called 911. Emily was probably in the icy water for almost 15 minutes.
She was frantic. Hypothermia was setting in, so I mean she was scared.
The Hockessin firefighters didn't hesitate. They went right into the creek. Fortunately, the car had launched itself against a rock in the water. It probably saved Emily's life because it kept her face above the water line. We found the Honda at the towing company's lot. It is pretty beat up and certainly waterlogged. So is Emily for that matter. But she is already back at home. She has a concussion, but her dad tells me she will be okay. Even firefighters say she is a very lucky young woman.
I would say somebody was definitely watching over her today.
That was Tim Furlong reporting. The firefighters were treated at the scene after their life-saving rescue. The Delaware State Police are investigating a two-car crash that involved the chief of police at Rehoboth Beach. It happened Saturday morning when Chief Keith Banks was driving a city-owned vehicle southbound on Coastal Highway approaching Miller Road. State police say another driver northbound on Coastal Highway with the intent of turning left onto Miller Road and continuing westbound. That vehicle had stopped at the intersection and then proceeded into the southbound lane, where it was struck on the passenger side by the city-owned car. No injuries were reported by either driver at the time, and both were properly restrained. Delaware State Police say this is an active and ongoing investigation into the incident, and no charges have been filed.
Pollution is the issue here, and the legacy that we, pass to our grandchildren have to be as good as we found it.
Residents joining in on the conversation tonight, all to better understand what they may be faced with.
We are left here with this planet, and it is our duty to make sure that we leave it in the same condition we got it, if not better, for the future.
Maria Payan of the Socially Responsible Agricultural Project is on a mission. She and many others say it's important residents know how Alan Harem's proposal to expand their wastewater treatment plant could affect the community.
This really affects not only the people and their wells and their water supply, but the animals and plants that live there.
Mary Van House, a longtime Milton resident, explains how the facility's pollution affects their water supply.
That water is going to go into the Beaver Dam Creek. The Beaver Dam Creek goes through Harbison. It goes from there to the Broadkill River, from there to the Delaware Bay. So anything that goes into that creek affects not only the wells and the groundwater, but all the animals that live in the creek.
It's a serious issue that has left many concerned.
I don't want to worry about it leaking into my water. I've got dogs, I've got, grandchildren. I don't want any kind of poisonous things coming our way.
I don't think anyone would be very happy about having a wastewater treatment plant right in their community.
Earlier, we reached out to Alan Harem to see what they had to say, but so far, no response. In Milton, Abby Smith, WRDE, Delmarva's own NBC station.
That's a WRDE Web News Update.